無常未来如来入道上三下無常釈迦如来入道上三下無常十方如来入道三我言長生願一切無常道志願不満足世不上昇学我を無量光不異大聖衆不再小貧愚世不上昇学餓死上仏道妙正長十法空教未正門世不上昇学力欲人少年上映修凡行四愚無常道一生天人師人力縁大公不生無才道少女三苦名交際主役難回避地永遠滅死根無安永息小悪道通達全宗門高僧小満足異様老十法日月主十期天候音普賢一種解放像公正功徳法上大 shuchu seppo shishiku kuyo isai bud gusoku shutoku hon ganne shinjo man toku isan gayo nyobut mugechi tsudat mi husho gangaku erik toshi sai shoson shigan yakoka daisen no kando kokusho tennin to uchi myoke. Namandambu 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 Ganishi Kudoku Byodo Seisai Dohoten Bodai Shin Ojo Namanda, Namamida, Namanda, 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 Namanda. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our New Year Day service, and thank you for coming. Please join me in Gasho for a reading from Master Genshin, who is the sixth patriarch of the Jodo Shinshu spiritual lineage. The ocean of virtues of the Buddha Dharma is one and the same throughout the past, present, and future. Hence, I take refuge in and worship the honored one who has perfectly fulfilled the myriad virtues. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda. Well, the happiness and the hardships of 2021, the year of the ox, are all now behind us. And that year is just a memory. So we look forward to 2022, which is the year of the tiger. Hopefully it'll be better and we'll be able to be together again soon. At our temple in White River, we traditionally gather on January 31st to express our gratitude for the past year and to reflect on the interdependency of all of our lives, and on all of the causes and conditions that have made it possible for us to live through this past year. But this year we are unable to gather because of the rise of the COVID, this new Omicron virus that's swirling around us. Each year, each New Year Eve, many people usually gather at the temples or all around the world to ring out the old year and to ring in the new year. Temple bells are usually rung 108 times or more, and this is done so in an effort to rid ourselves of what we call defilements and to start fresh. The way we arrive at this 108 number is as follows. 6 feelings are recognized in Buddhism. Feelings arising from sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and consciousness. Each of these 6 sensations is associated with pleasant unpleasant, or indifferent feelings, making a total of 18. Furthermore, each of the pleasant, unpleasant, and indifference has two classifications, those of attachment and non-attachment. When we multiply the 18 different kinds of feelings with these two classifications, we arrive at the figure 36. These 36 are the basic passions or defilements of man, and they are manifested in the past, the present, and the future. Therefore, 36 multiplied by past, present, and future will give us the total of 108 earthly temptations, or bono, or defilements, or worldly passions, as they're sometimes called. The formula, 6 feelings of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and consciousness, multiplied by the 3 associations of pleasant, unpleasant, and the indifference equals 18. Multiplied by the 2 associations of attachment and non-attachment, we arrive again at 36. 36 multiplied by past, present, and future gives us 108 passions or defilements. This year especially, I'm saddened. It saddens me that we're unable to participate in this ritual ringing on New Year's Eve. But if not gathering on this eve would keep our Sangha safe from this COVID, then it's a small price to pay. But for those of you who made New Year's resolutions in the last year, whether we maintained our resolve and we kept our resolutions, it really doesn't matter now. And as we look back over the past year and look forward to the new one, let us all reflect on the following words attributed to the historical Shakyamuni Buddha. And I think this says it all. I usually read this at the New Year's Eve celebration. And as I said, I think it really reflects our feelings of gratitude for the past year. It reads, "Let us rise up and be grateful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we did not learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we didn't get sick, if we did get sick, at least we didn't die. So let us rise up and be grateful." 2021 was, and with the last few years, a year filled with advances in scientific technology, communications. Our ability to receive instant gratification now is higher than it's ever been before. We now have enormous amounts of information at our fingertips 24 hours a day. And with all of that going on around the world and in our lives, it's easy not to think about the past or to reflect on the future. But we may just be content to just live our lives in the present. And at times that is where we should be, is in the present moment. But just living in the present and not reflecting on the past, we may repeat some of the mistakes that we've made. And by not thinking ahead, we may have a future that's really not very bright. But Jodo Shinshu provides us with a spiritual foundation upon which we can live our lives in happiness and harmony. This foundation is the primal vow of Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, the Nimbutsu. As we are unconditionally embraced by Amida Tathagata, we are enabled to accept the past and have hope for the future. So in closing, please join me again in Gassho. Even if we are evil, our hearts will naturally grow more gentle and patient by relying on the power of the original vow. We should not harbor clever thoughts about how we're going to manage to be reborn in the Pure Land. Instead, no matter what happens, we should, with the warmest gratitude and devotion, constantly remind ourselves of the depth of Amida's compassion. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda. So before we close our service today, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for your help, food, year-end gifts, and for those who helped with all of the programs at the temple, for the guidance from the committee meetings, the board meetings, etc., for BWA, ABBA, for their support as well. All of those who contributed their time and their finances to this temple to keep the doors open and the lights on and make this a place where we can all live the life of Nembutsu. Again, thank you for joining us today, and have a safe, healthy, and happy New Year. Namo Amida Butsu.